Hello, Fallingwater. I'm Marta with the Westcott house in Springfield, Ohio, and I'm thrilled that we are part of Wright Virtual Visits. The Westcott house was designed by Wright in 1906, roughly about 3 decades before his famous masterpiece in Pennsylvania. I'm starting on the outside with a view of our front, a design so quintessential to what became known as the prairie style of architecture. Horizontal bends of windows, a low wide chimney, layers of outdoor features that frame the house in such a dramatic way. Our beautiful roofline, a nod to Japanese culture. Wright worked on this commission from his Oak Park studio around the time he traveled to Japan for the first time. What I wanted to point out is this window corner on the second floor, jutting out on both sides of the house. Notice how the corners float and there is no volume below these corner windows, which seems almost counterintuitive. Of course, we know Wright, and nothing was accidental, well, almost nothing. Take a close look because we will try to analyze it from the inside as well. You can also see our sleeping porch behind it. And of course, this gives me an excuse to show you our beautiful magnolia that is blooming right now. So now I'm inside on the second floor in one of the bedrooms that belong to Orpha Westcott. Wright's clients are often as fascinating as the architect himself. After all, it took some guts to put your very unusual taste on display for everyone to see. Visitors often ask us about this design feature in the corner. Sometimes they suspect there is some kind of storage hidden below. But Wright's most memorable design gestures often have nothing to do with practicality. As Wright said himself, the corner window was conceived to destroy the box and allow the light come in where it never came before, which I think is a beautiful notion. You are probably already thinking of a more advanced version of this idea, a lovely moment at Fallingwater, where the corner window is all glass with no frame visible, leaving no obstacle between us and the nature. Another space I wanted to show you today is one of our sleeping porches. We have 2 of those, and they are like a mirrored image on east and west side of the house. This is a perfect example of work in progress, which illustrates how Wright was working through some radical ideas, in this case a cantilever. Here, his obstacle was the wooden frame of the house, and likely the limitations of a construction budget. I'm not going to joke about Wright and budget limitations. We all know he struggles with that. When you visit the Robbie house, you see the idea of a cantilevered roof advanced with the help of some steel, and then the grand finale is of course manifested by the cascade of cantilevered terraces at Fallingwater. It's been so great to visit with you today. As I'm recording it, I feel a bit like I'm talking to myself, which is probably happening to a lot of us these days due to sheltering in place. I hope you enjoyed my short reflection on one of the gems that Frank Wright designed early on. Stay healthy and safe, and I look forward to hosting you at the Westcott House when we reopen to the public.